Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We're going to do some more FTL today. I did lose off camera to this with the slug A. So the streak, I think it was at 3 or 4, is now back to 0. So we're just going to do a random ship and see how we go. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, random. Crystal A. Pretty good ship. Kind of big. Kind of tough for your crystals to get across. They are kind of slow. It does start with Crystal Vengeance, which is 40 scrap. It's a terrible augment, but it's free 40 scraps. You're almost to your second shield bubble just from that. Starts with 2 crystals and 2 humans, so a pretty decent crew. Crystals are amazing. So this ship to me kind of begs for a teleporter, because crystal boarding is, I think, second to none. And then your 2 weapons, your Crystal Burst Mark 1 and your Heavy Crystal Mark 1. So this is the weapon that the Rock C has. So it's basically your heavy laser that can stun instead of fire. It's a little bit slower. But it's 1 power, so it's something you can hold on to for pretty much the whole game. And then your Crystal Burst Mark 1. It's not super great. I mean, it's fine early on. This ship absolutely wrecks pretty much every ship for the first 2 sectors and then really falls off. So you have to find a weapon. It doesn't really synergize well with beams. So you're looking for like a flak or a burst laser 1 or 2, any kind of laser, or maybe a teleporter and a missile weapon. And then your Crystal Heavy sort of is a pretty good thing for boarding support as well. Venting. Not its strength. I mean, it's basically got 3 vents. We'll see. We are on hard mode, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. No, it doesn't start with any systems. It does start with 3 weapon power, which is nice. Yeah, we'll just jump in. The other thing I guess of note is because we have a crystal crew, we can maybe find the crystal homeworld sector if we find the beacon in rock homeworlds, and we don't have to do the first 2 legs of the quest, which I've actually never completed because it's insane. And I'm always going to take the weapon instead of the stasis pod. So the way I unlocked the crystal ships, so I just played Rock C until I got to the 3rd beacon. Okay. Alright, look at that. Free Mantis. Could have lost crew there. Take some chances. So do we want to move anybody around? I don't think so, because these guys could very easily become boarders. So I think we keep the humans where they are. Plus the humans will level up a little bit faster, so we can get that good dodge going. Okay, so I'm just going to definitely support the human with this crystal. Let's see, which one is that? That's Lagarde. And I just was so hyper focused on the so you can't even get in. I was so hyper focused on the defensive that I didn't stop that shot from coming in. That's okay though. Can't have too much left. Oh, he's got 2 crew. So we'll go ahead. And this thing just annihilates ships. Like, I should never have taken any damage. Okay, pretty average reward. But if we do find a store, we'll definitely sell Crystal Vengeance off. No blue options. I mean, really, if you look at the tooltip, if you don't know, every time you take damage, there's a 10% chance to break off a shard that flies at your enemy. Number 1, you don't want to be taking damage, and number 2, 10% chance to deal 1 damage. It can be shot down by a defense drone. It's terrible. It's the worst augment in the game, I think. Okay, we got a forward scout, so he is running. He can't do damage. So I think what we do, we are going to wind up taking this shot from this missile, so hopefully it doesn't come to weapons. That's good. I think I'm going to take two shots of piloting with a crystal burst. There we go. He is still running, but I do have time. Does not look like he got that up. Okay, that's down. We're going to go ahead and engine since he is running. Yeah, the ship's really strong early on. I don't know. I don't have a ton of success with it. Sometimes I feel like it falls apart in maybe like sector 3, 4. So do I take a couple jumps into the store? I have 28 scrap plus 40. That's 68 scrap. I really can't get hacking yet, but I think teleporter would be something I'd want. Am I getting greedy here? Possibly. Yeah, this is FTL making me pay for my greed right here. I think each shot is only going to do its normal damage to Zoltan Shield. Oh, big miss, but I miss also. Oh, missed opportunities on both sides. Let's get another big dodge here. Nope. Yeah, crystals are kind of bad at fighting the fires. I'm definitely taking this one. Gotta get you in there, boss. Alright, well I have taken some damage here. So I think bare minimum I'm going to get everybody a heal. So you know these guys need it. They've been getting on the action over there. The ship is takes a long time to get across. It feels like Lania speed in that regard, like trying to get up to oxygen from your sensors or your door room. I don't know if that ship actually doesn't have sensors, but the door room and the mind control, Clone Bay area, it's a long way to oxygen. Alright, we got mind control with a missile. So we need down to 10% dodge. And the crystal, oh my goodness, the crystal plating procs and misses. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll go 2 crystal bursts and piloting. And then do that. Good God, how long is this mind control? And let's go ahead and we can just work on getting that, this thing does a lot of damage. Alright, so we definitely got enough for teleporter. No teleporter. Oh. Yeah, I think we just get our shield up. And we can kind kind of swap into power as needed, so we don't need to buy any power. We can't even buy it. I think I'm just going to keep the crystal plating on just until I find another store, just because I think the next upgrade has got to either be a weapon or a teleporter or hacking. So I might as well just keep it on. Maybe it procs again for us. Alright, we gotta be there in 6. We got a bunch of different ways to go in if we can find another store. The unfortunate thing is you do usually wind up getting rid of this weapon. It really just doesn't, to me it just falls off. But you only get 10 scrap for each one of these, so it's not a very high value weapon, unfortunately. Which is fair, because you are getting a 40 scrap augment to sell. Okay, so we'll get our second shield out. It's definitely going to hurt us. But it is going to be faster going into him, because it's under my speed. I did that backwards. It's also, the crystal burst one is slow. There's also a crystal burst 2 and a crystal heavy 2 that you can only get in the crystal sectors. I've never used them, but probably if I can get there, we might try to see how they are. Give them a shot. Okay, I'm gonna let oxygen come back a little bit. I'm gonna get a heal on this guy. Alright, so fuel's looking decent. You know, getting to that magic number of 15 missile weapons, or missile stockpile, so we can make some good scrap. That's always an option. Okay, if we can uncover these. 1, 2. So if it's this, we'll see what happens. Distress beacon. This thing really doesn't really do distress beacon super well. Don't we have a choice? Okay, well, free reactor. Just try to use that to get up there a little faster. One thing I should probably do is invest in a third engines earlier than I normally do. Usually just wait till I get a backup battery and then just solely use the backup battery to power the extra dodge. I usually do that with a backup battery or maybe drones. Definitely try to get it every game. It's a great subsystem to buy. Okay, so yeah, this guy can hurt us for sure. Just briefly run some extra dodge. And we gotta just go into piloting. And then into... So yeah, this thing just wrecks in the first sector. It's crazy. But you gotta find a weapon. Or teleporter. And it forces you to be a little pickier. And I was just going to say, this ship doesn't really synergize well with beams because of the shield piercing in both weapons. Because you don't actually take the shield down when they're down to 1 shield. You just go through it. So it doesn't knock the shield down for the beam. So it's... The good thing is that's a high value weapon, so it's 35 scrap. So I've got 75 scrap to sell. So finding a store here is going to be a priority. So hopefully we get some good selector choices. So yeah, it looks like if we go civilian, we got a 4 sector 5 red and then a 4 sector 6 red unless we go to a nebula, which I can't imagine. Like, maybe that could be Zoltan, but I would think I would need long range scanners before doing that. Alright, well, I mean, pretty solid, honestly, sector 1. Okay, so we've got 75 scrap bank. That's 122. So that's a teleporter that only leaves me with 30 something scrap. I'm thinking we take like 3 jumps into this store and then we shoot down to these nebulas. If I could have like 170 something scrap going into that store, because getting like a system and a weapon would be really, really nice. Okay, we got a double reward here and it's a safe fight. I think we actually use the whole beam here. 2, 4, 5, 6. Not quite. But, you know, having the whole beam's fine. I'm gonna immediately sell it though. I actually really like the whole beam. I like it better than the pike beam, even though it is kind of expensive. 9 scrap. Okay, but we got 2 stores. 1, 2. We have to skip that We have to skip that ship fight for 3, and then over. That's fine though. Unless we find everything we need here, which... Okay, well that's awesome. Okay, so we are going to sell the Crystal Vengeance. We are going to buy the rest of the fuel. Definitely going to buy the flak. So now we can go flak, Crystal Heavy, and this is pretty strong. Or we can upgrade weapons and go with the hull beam and the flak, because then the Crystal Heavy now is just your heavy laser tacked onto that classic like flak beam combo, and we probably just don't go teleporter. Even though this can still support a teleport build if that's something, you know. Now if I sell the whole beam, that leaves me short of hacking, but I can sell the Crystal Burst 1. So let's jump to the store before we sell the whole beam. I think that's what we gotta do. We can also just get some fuel. It'd be tough to pass up hacking with 7 drone parts. He does not have it. He has mind control and a teleporter, which you definitely can't afford that. Mind control is interesting. It could be another store. No, because we have the map. So this is sector 2. I wish I had ways to start fires. That's another thing about this ship, is you don't have anything that can really start a fire. The mind control. I don't think I necessarily need the whole beam with the flag. Because I don't have another store. So I'm going to have a ton of scrap going into the next sector, which is going to be green. So I think I sell the whole beam. Thank you for the one fight. We're a little bit short. I think we sell Crystal Burst 2. we go ahead and get our first system. Systems win games in FTL. No, and I should have bought fuel there. That was a mistake. I feel like at this point, I think we definitely need to take a fuel offer. Okay, and we have to get someone into sensors. Okay, well he's hurt. It's a pretty strong setup with that mind control. That way we know that crystal heavy's gonna hit. And I think we go ahead and just slam this right into him. Let's get back up here and see what's happening. I don't think we get a crew kill. Definitely not, but we can go ahead and just flak the weapons. Let's finish him off. That's pretty strong. Even against 2 shields, that's going to be pretty decent. Two, 3. That might be at 4. Okay, we got a safe fight as long as it doesn't have shields. Man, it's annoying. Get some quick mind control. So yeah, I think we go after the oxygen here. Maybe we can get a breach on it. And really, we don't even need to flak it. We can just now the problem is with him hacking mind control. I don't know if I can get it off. So do I hit the hacking? I don't think I do. Okay, there we go. He's running though. Alright, I pulled him. I can't damage him anymore though. Oh, he's gonna run. Well, it's annoying, but at least the double reward's there. Oh, hell yeah. That's like a 40 scrap event right there. Okay, 61 scrap. Annoying that our mind control was hacked. I mean, that's pretty much what cost me the crew kill there. Okay, we've got something fairly dangerous here. Our engines are hacked. Okay, we definitely want to get mind control up because we can get them to fight each other. That would be pretty good. Okay, back in sensors. He does not have much health left though, and I do not want to see. In fact, I'm going to save these positions and we'll keep him in sensors. Alright, he's gonna get this off. Oh, what a miss. 10% dodge. Oh, we got the breach. And oxygen is down. Okay, I need to turn my oxygen back on. Okay, he may not get these weapons back up. Okay, he did deal with the breach, but mind control's about to come back on. So as long as he doesn't have like level 1 engines and somehow burns them down in like 8 seconds. Okay. I was terrified that guy was going to have level 1 engines. If he gets it back up, I really can't do much. Looks like he got it back up, man. That's frustrating. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do about it. The pirate scouts just don't have enough HP, especially when you're hitting for 2 damage every time you hit your crystal heavy. It just fires are just more reliable than breaches. Okay, you are the wrong 2 to be in there fighting. Okay, well, we got stealth weapons to sell, so I think that's at least 30, if not 35 scrap. So it's a couple of decently priced items for sure. There's definitely some good drops so far. I'm very happy to see that. Alright, we got an ion storm, so I think I'm going to buy 1 more power. If we have this, that would be a risk for crew, but we could also get a weapon. Alright, he's got a defense drone, so that actually can shoot down pretty much everything I'm throwing at it, but he has no offense right now. And I think I'm just going to take everything at it. Got it. Alright, cool. Sensors don't really do me any good. That's where the crystal heavy is just so good. 60% oxygen. Sector 2. It's pretty good. That puts me at 19 missiles, so getting a missile weapon is definitely like a possibility at that point. It also gets me closer to being able to sell the... Yeah, that puts me over 15. But 10 scrap is not very much. I'm gonna take that. Because that could be, getting me over 15 missiles could be worth 40 scrap. And that's a very, very common event. Alright, so this could lose crew if it's manually searched. It is. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Alright, awesome. So we definitely need to find a store. You know, I've got plenty of crew. Like, if I lost 1 crystal, it's not the end of the world. You don't really like losing crystals, but Okay, so there's our Zoltan control that we were worried about. Now we can take Zoltan shields down in one shot. Our hull is not super great. See, what I'm worried about there is like an asteroid field, Zoltan Border Police, or Mineral Protection Act. I guess that would be the one in the asteroid field. Uncharted Nebula is going to be a lot of auto scout, so mind control is really not going to help. And I've only got 9 fuel. We're also much more likely to find a store here. Like if I don't find a store here, I'm dead in the water. I know I've said it before and probably at times like this, but this is what I love about this game, is that this is just making you make a very difficult choice that's going to have ramifications to the end of the game. I mean, this could be something that gets me through to the other side, or I die here and, you know, this run is a huge opportunity lost. See, the Uncharted Nebula has a small, like 2 to 3% chance to not spawn a store at all. So, and there's a chance that I believe a non-nebula store could be there though. So you definitely want to look at your non-nebula beacons. Man, I don't know. I guess I gotta make a decision. I don't want to go to Zoltan right now. I think we just got to try to get some crew kills when we can, take fuel rewards, just try to get through the sector. We're going to get some fuel at some point in some of these fights. We're going to get fuel. And just try to uncover as many beacons as we can to see where that store is, because we're going to get some decent jumps. I mean, we're probably going to get like 13 jumps here. Alright, we immediately get a fight. Now the downside is our mind control doesn't really do us a lot of good, so we'll go ahead and turn that off and just power that. They do have 2 shields now, but still the crystal's just going to still hurt them if it doesn't miss. Alright, that's a bad it's a bad shot to take. Okay, perfect. Now it's possible, yeah, he looks like he's got an NG. He's running. Now I guess it will take him a bit to get the burst laser online, even with an NG. So I think we go ahead. Oh man, he could definitely get away here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I should have taken that offer. That's all she wrote. That's a bummer. Should have taken the offer. I would feel like I'm a sitting duck out here. Okay, we got a store. Please have like, we really need about 7 fuel at the store. Oh, beautiful. Okay, and we got stuff, but let's go ahead and, oh, stealth weapon's like 25, that's surprising. Alright, so now we have cloak hat combo. Got plenty of drone parts. This has been a really bad sector so far, but what are you gonna do about it? 3. Yeah, I mean, this is potentially pretty scary. So I think we... Oh, and he got the double tap right out of the gate. Okay. So we've got to get the drone offline next. He does have a repair bot. Wow, the drone's still up. Oh, but at least the repair bot's down. If we can knock this offline, then we're safe. Okay, we are safe. Yeah, let's go ahead. Switch it back on. Get the heel off. A lot of drones. Man, this is just so bad. Wow. Double drones and another runner. God, I think I gotta hack drones. There we go. I need a big old breach in those that piloting room. Man, that is just brutal. Weapons are back online. Everybody's all out of position. Alright, well, not good. Got greedy. But hey, at least he's not running. We are gonna have to use 2 drone parts here, because I was trying to avoid having to fight it, potentially taking damage. Oh my goodness. Wow, just barely. I mean, I gotta figure those weapons sync up at some point, though. Alright, well, I think I definitely take a shot at piloting, maybe aim it at weapons. Since we got a hack, we go ahead and go after shields. Straight into weapons. Hack weapons, shoot weapons, and when you can, board weapons. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so that's actually covered up, so that sucks. Well, I'm alive. Was that the right decision? I think it was. I mean, really, I just need to find a weapon. I've got 2 systems. You know, in Sector 3, at the end of Sector 3, got a civilian coming up. I just gotta get through. I mean, that's really the name of the game. Here's our store. We do have some nebula. We need another big fuel supply. Alright, 6 is really good. So, the other option would be to go teleporter, mind control hacking. I think we have a really good way to keep like weapons down with our crystal borders. So I'm thinking we go ahead and grab the teleporter because we don't have great weapons right now. I mean, they're okay, but like I think having a teleporter is going to be the play. That way, if we want to grab a bomb, we have, you know, bomb supply. If we find like a Hermes, that'd be awesome, or a small bomb or a breach 2. But I just think it is Sector 4. I would not have to worry about a system for the rest of the game, and now we're just looking for weapons, I guess. Oh man, that's so huge. We still have 18 missiles. So I don't think we take all these back here, but we do look and see maybe if one of those is a store, then we can pop back up. I just want to make sure we uncover as many stores as we can here. Alright, awesome. We got a ship fight. We actually really need some power. So yeah, I mean, crystal boarding's basically broken. We got a rock. Alright. So we now have a second boarding team ready to go. We'll actually put the rock indoors. That'll just be a little easier for him to get around the corner. And then we'll put Charlie in weapons. So yeah, crystal boarding's kind of nasty. Okay, well, did want to grab 1 power. Oh, got a couple of distress beacons. So I have teleporter and mind control for distress beacons, so, and an NG and a rock. So think the mini beam goes off before the... Yeah. We're still gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump in. Let's go ahead and hack. There we go. As long as we get one of them down, that's all that really matters. Go ahead and shoot cloaking. These guys have no chance. Alright, got some more fuel. Yeah, I do think there was definitely a risk to the choice to go to the Uncharted Nebula. But you know what, even though it was terrible scrap, I got hacking and I got out of there alive. So, will the lack of scrap become a hindrance? Maybe. But again, I have 3 systems. I've got a almost full crew. So, I think at this point I really just need to get a bit of a repair. Way back there. Those a lot of times aren't worth it. Sometimes you can get an extra fight out of it. Yeah, I think we just keep going. Do I have anything to sell? I have nothing to sell and I can't take another jump. So this really limits what I can buy. Yeah, I think I just need to get some repair. The backup battery would be nice, but okay, if I go here I get 5, so 1, 2, 3. And we can kind of play around. We can maybe go there. 1. And we can see if that's maybe something else. Okay, I feel pretty good about this, honestly. Gonna get some crew here. Alright, another rock, a fighting rock. Okay, well, you're gonna replace that one. I guess we'll just stick to rock and shields. Yeah, actually, we can keep the rock and weapons because they have some faster weapons, and we're going to be moving Charlie out anyway. Decent fighter, so it'd be good for anti-boarding. Alright, we got to get there in 4. So I think we, you know, see what we got. We got a little bit of scrap. I'm so glad that didn't have me take damage. Alright, 1, 2, and then 3. Take one shot. Go ahead, head into shields. And then we can isolate this guy. Oh, I only sent one to shields, that's a mistake. That's gonna pull one, yep. He's already gonna be mostly dead. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty strong. See, I would love to find a weapon. I think that's really the next priority. If I don't find a weapon soon, then I would say maybe hacking too. Definitely need to get some free stuff. I feel like boarding is a way to get there. Alright, well, we got 81 scrap going in the store. Plenty of fuel. So we can pretty much get anything we might need here. Yeah, heavy. Oh, the Hermes. Whew, this is a tough decision. Because, I mean, with the Hermes, just hack weapons, you know, board shields, mind control the pilot, and Hermes the weapons. On the other hand, and you're basically taking down every relevant weapon that can hurt you. But the missile count is finite. We saw in that fight that if it, I don't even know if my timing was wrong or what, but we didn't get the weapon down. It did get one shot off. On the other hand, the heavy laser, it's going to give us an extra shot. And then with the Hermes, this is a 6 weapon power setup, and then the Hermes doesn't do you any good in phase 2. But I do like the Hermes for boarding support. I think it's a very underrated weapon. But flat crystal heavy laser does feel pretty good, and then you're looking for one more laser, or go with the whole laser and push the 5 weapon power. I think number one, I'd like to save the 15 missiles to sell, because that could be 40 to 50 scrap depending on the sector. And I just think we bought the flak, so if we're running the Artemis, we're not running the flak. There's no synergy, there's no weapon power to do so, so it's almost like I didn't buy the flak. And then these all synergize so well that I can still mind control the pilot, board shields, and just shoot at the weapons, and potentially do 4 damage to weapons, which is more than the Hermes. But the Hermes is nice because you just fling it and you pretty much win every fight. But I think this is the way to go. And then really we're just looking for another 2 power weapon, or even another 1 power weapon. So like another heavy, a heavy 2 would really benefit with this setup, because then that would be 3, 4, 5. You could technically get to 7 weapon power. And we'll buy a little more fuel. Okay, we got Mantis, Homeworlds, and Rebel. I mean, I think that's obvious. And like Kazakh sounds nice but I don't know that upgrading Med Bay right now is a good use of scrap. I think it's getting this heavy laser online is the next priority. Something red looms. It's the mantis. Okay, I've now got those guys trapped in there. So I think he's just gonna bore with one. And we're just gonna erase that energy. And I think we just slide over. Yeah, and see when we get the heavy laser online, that's just gonna be that even more powerful. Okay, I think we go ahead and move over to shields. Didn't even have to use the crystal power. So yeah, I think we go ahead and get the heavy laser online. What is this, sector 4? Okay, this is a start of 5. Now we don't have cloaking, so shield, an earlier shield may benefit. I mean, that thing will definitely hurt us. Okay, so I think we actually... Okay, I got the big one down. So now I think I take a big shot at it. Perfect. Yeah, Jill's our fighter. Another bomb to my poor engines guy. Goodness. Okay, and the bomb did not go off, which is very nice. Yeah, some really good scrap though. That's amazing. Oh, Reagan just keeps getting absolutely bombed back there. And the ship is just good with anti-boarding because I can like mind control if I need to, or vent, or we really do a number of things. Just straight up fight them off if it's humans, like this is gonna be here. Okay, so man, these guys are so slow. Yeah, so you can do, oh, we do need to be charging our engines though. Yeah, you just fight them off. Now we gotta get over to this heel bay before there's a fire. Just barely missed the heel bay. Yeah, so like just talking about anti-boarding, right? You just go fight them. You defensively mind control. It took him a little bit of time to get that guy down. Wow, that's a lot of firepower. You know, we probably didn't even need to hack this in retrospect because our weapons are so fast. Man, I feel like that's a very high amount of scrap, even for just for Sector 5, 48 scrap. Seems high. Let's do the hard check. So we gotta get there in 7. Yeah, I think we gotta do that. Kind of run out of room. Yeah, another one that can just annihilate us. This guy to help us get shields down, and actually I'm going to go ahead and crystal lock down the room. Which may have actually been premature, because I think I'm going to take a big burst laser shot. Okay, well, it didn't hurt us too bad. Crystal dying thing again, is that a mistake? No. And then I think we just go ahead and get our second team in. Should have done that a long time ago. I guess we can just fight these guys in the room. Man. That's a lot of scrap. Okay, so we've got 158 scrap. A little bit earlier than I normally do it, but I think with no cloak, in some of these weapon systems, like if I had had that third shield there, then that I wouldn't have really had to worry about that burst laser at all. Yeah, so an extra shield against something like this is definitely warranted. No, I definitely think second hack is the next priority for sure. Yeah, this ship just does not vent. You know what, maybe I go ahead and do that. He already pulled his pilot. Should have had our second team ready to go. awesome. Something to sell. Something that could theoretically save you on some sort of oxygen catastrophe. It's been known to happen. I personally haven't ever had a life-saving repair burst because it usually goes straight out of my inventory as soon as I find a store. We are down to 5 drone parts. So that can definitely be a problem. Okay, there's our store. Just don't go to the quest, so we kind of screwed ourselves out of a jump again. I mean, we could also go to the store now. And just get drone parts. And then go 1, 2, 3, back to 4. We got plenty of fuel. I think I'm gonna do that because I would like to do that quest. So I think we sell the repair burst. I think we do that. And so now third hack or second hack definitely becomes a priority, but can't run out of drone parts with this build. Okay. Ion bomb's actually not terrible either. Oh, it's a store. Oh, and a repair though. Now we could buy a clone bay. I do like clone bay boarding a lot more than mid bay, although it's having crystals definitely makes it a lot easier. But that's as lateral a move as you can make. And I mean, the ion bomb is actually, excuse me, not terrible. I mean, that's definitely something I could use on the flagship, especially like I think that does 8 damage to the Sultan shield. Yeah, I don't even know if I buy more drone parts. That's tempting to do the clone bay. This also gives us some more options for blue events. And I could probably find something better than the ion bomb, but instead of netting 52 scrap or whatever, how much is it? Yeah, instead of netting 51 scrap, I would be down to 1 scrap. But what are the chances I don't find something better than the ion bomb with 3 sectors to go? Just so inefficient to swap to a clone bay. I don't think I do it. I think I keep the ion bomb for now. That's good. Rebel stronghold, so we're not gonna get and the clone bay actually seems kind of nice right about now, considering all the auto scouts we're gonna face. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get rock home worlds. So a clone bay swap here actually might happen. Advanced FTL navigation. Could be good in Sector 8. But that's likely going to be a quick sell. The Pegasus is interesting. It's 3 weapon power, I believe. But I think that's probably going to get sold. It's a little too slow. I really could definitely have used the Clone Bay right about now. I don't think this guy hurts me though, so I think I just maybe just try to get piloting down, just try to crush it. You start to see the difficulty with the Crystal Heavy because it's not taking down that last bubble. I think we just do the same thing. Although the heavy laser really doesn't even really matter. Except to maybe if the flak missed a bunch. There we go. Okay, so now with it down to, now it's down to 1, but what was it, 3 shields, the heavy laser comes into play. I feel like that was a really weak ship though. Alright, we've got a little bit of a scary weapon situation. So let's go ahead and get our second crew into place. Okay, we got one of them down. Unfortunately, not the one we wanted. Right into piloting 2 damage. Cracked my own rock right in the face. Yeah, man, I didn't really want to Clone Bay. If I had remembered the sector choices, I think I probably would have done it because, you know, abandoned, you would need 1 to board Lanius. But I've got a lot of scrap now. I think I actually need to go ahead and upgrade hacking for sure. Let's get everybody healed up. The NG a little top off. So I guess the question is, what do I even need at this point? I mean, this is basically our Clone Bay, right? That's going to cover the cost of the Clone Bay. So do we want to upgrade? We could get the Ion Bomb online. Might be good if we face the Sultan Shield. We've already got our 3rd shield. So that was the benefit of getting that early, is now we don't have to make that 100 scrap investment when we're actually making more money. Or do we go third hack for ultimate safety? I think I'm going to go third hack. It's going to make a piloting hack much more effective. Alright, this could be a tough fight. Well, only 2 shields. I'm going to hack weapons just in case. I really don't want to mess with it. Okay, and now I think we just go for shields. And we have a hack in case the Man, I'm glad that wasn't a fight with drones, or I would have been in trouble. Okay, we got our store. Do we want to take one jump? I think we do, because that way we can look for maybe, or we can actually take 2 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or... Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So maybe we do that. Take 1 jump. Get an extra jump out of everything. Look at that. So we can't take this one, I don't think. So, oh, and there's a store up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just doesn't go across there, I don't think. So I think I gotta give that up. But we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, and then 6. So we're just gonna have to give that other store up. I mean, there may be a way to go in, and if this one's a dud and we can look at it. Alright, so Clone Bay, I think I'm definitely gonna swap to. Even though this sector's almost over, I think there was a purple. Oh, there's a breach too also. And I think we saw the ion bomb. I'm gonna grab the breach too. Yeah, see, I think this is now in-game ready. 9 drone parts. Let's grab 2. So we don't need to go to this store. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that should be across to 5. So that gives us 4 potential fights, and then the exit of maybe 5 fights. Depending on the fight, we could go ahead and get the breach online. No cloaking. And now we have a Clone Bay. Sure that we need to bring the other 2 on board. We just finish this guy off. they will lose their fighting prowess, but that's usually not that big of a deal. It might be relevant like a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2, but I think like with humans or something, but I think it's not a huge deal. I think you just gotta put yourself in a position to do more damage than the other guy, either with numbers or with cutting them off or whatever you can do. And actually, I think I go, okay, no, because I can't. I have to go to both of these, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we'll get a fight out of at least one of them. Well, we get free borders. Into the engines. Used to be just 3 borders. Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep going here. Oh, and I am gonna be able to get to that store. My counting was just off. We'll definitely do that. Alright, so we can go to the store. I don't know what we really need, but I had nothing for us. So I think we just go ahead and get our weapon power and keep going. Okay, a full repair. Still got 11 missiles, so plenty to use with the breach. We definitely don't need to go to the store. Oh, we're gonna be forced to. Well, I think we just take 2 jumps, go to the store. No, we can't do that. Pretty sure that was a misplay, but okay. We're in desperate need of getting these weapons down. Okay, so you know, with that defense drone like that, go ahead and jump in there for now. Okay, so the weapons are pretty much done. There we go. Okay, so we actually have something to sell for the store, which is super helpful. We are going to get everybody a refresh. Alright, while that's happening, I'm going to step away briefly. I will return. Alright, I'm back, and I'm thinking maybe this crystal is respawning into that room without oxygen over and over. Sure was. Okay, well, we'll just jump to the store, we'll sell the breach missiles. I don't think there's really anything we need to get. 2 scraps pretty nice, so our priorities here are obviously force shield, and then hopefully weapon 6. It's doable. But I think shield is definitely their priority. As long as I don't kill them all. It's a lot of firepower. No, I'm not going to kill them all, but I do want to get these weapons down. Okay, the pilot's MC'd. Unfortunately, I can't use my own mind control here. Okay, we got the ion offline. Okay, we got the other one, but this one is the one that's charging. We are about to knock it offline. Wow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, you can't hurt me now. So I think we can start pounding him. We're still not able to pull the pilot. Okay, I'm actually gonna. Oh, I don't have sight on that room anymore because the sensor's guy. Alright. Man, I have like, this is probably gonna be kind of a low scrap run. It doesn't feel super strong. We did have that really bad sector 3. Yet the ship feels very good. Very capable. You know, I hope the swap to the clone bay didn't price me out of something good, but definitely want to find a store to sell this flag. That's huge. So we gotta get there in 5. So I think we just gotta hope the stores are down there. Yeah, see, that doesn't connect. Alright, we're just gonna keep going. Hopefully we find the store, because that is a decent amount of scrap. Okay, we got a mantis. Big missile. exactly what I wanted, but that's fine. Okay, he's burned down. Okay, the missile is still up. Okay, the missile's down. Buzzsaw. Great reward. Okay, we'll go ahead and get Lagarde, refresh. I think Matt's fine. I'll put him at like 112. Okay, I think we go ahead and grab shield. And then we're going to need 105 for weapons, and we are going to need one more power. Because I don't want to have to be juggling oxygen during the flagship. Although I guess with Clone Bay it's not as big of a deal. So I think we just take all these. No store. One could open up though. You never know. Okay, I don't even really care about that. There's nothing that thing's gonna ion that I'm too super worried about. Okay, I just barely got that offline. Wow. That's interesting. I mean, the Breach 2 is definitely better, but if I go with the small bomb... Oh, there is a store. Holy crap. Selling the breach bomb would let me invest a little bit more in this ship. But man, I love the breach too. I would say it's probably my favorite weapon in the whole game. Especially on a boarding ship. Do I have enough to sell to get a pre-igniter? 25. Probably 33. I don't think that's enough. So I think I'm gonna take one jump. one dead stinking jump. Another breach 2. Let's go double breach 2. Oh, that's more. Wow. So if I sell the small bomb, I can go ahead and get the breach 2 online. Alternatively, if I sell the breach, it puts me at 129. Then I could get both of my power. I could get basically power and teleporter. That's like, I mean, I feel like that's the most economical way to play this and get the most out of it. But the breach 2 is so awesome. It's a little light on firepower. I think I was going to do this to begin with. I don't want to talk myself out of it. So we can get the breach 2 online. So we have our 6 power weapon set up. And now we just got to get power. And then maybe extra teleport or another dodge. Dodge helps when you don't have a cloak. Okay, so we're just gonna mosey right on into weapons. Really try to avoid using a missile weapon here. Great. Double fire. Y'all need to put that fire out. Y'all are the 2 best fire people in the game. Okay, so we did get that down. I think I go ahead and jump into piloting, I guess. Okay, cool. So we did get piloting down. So yeah, I think we just go and try to get this down as quickly as possible. Sorry, guys. So we didn't use a missile. Did use a drone part. That's pretty funny. Don't think I'll be using a fire beam here. Alright, now let's see the layout. Okay, we got some repair beacons in the base, so we could really just jump here. We got plenty of jumps, it looks like. We go ahead and get our power for our shield. And yeah, I think going with the breach bomb is definitely looking like the right play, because I'm already pretty strong. So now it's looking at, you know, either an extra teleporter or maybe 2 more engine power, another backup battery maybe. Level 2 teleporter is just nice because you just get started on the second right wing of the flagship super fast. Alright, well, this is going to be a pretty bad sector 8, but so we're a little bit short there. So we have 85 scrap, so we can get one more dodge, which would put us at 30 natural dodge, which is actually pretty good. We have good skills on our pilot and our engines guy. Versus cutting 5 seconds off. Is 5 seconds quicker teleport or 5% dodge worth more? Could also be a store here, which would be great because we are sitting on like 2 things, or no, just a fire beam, but that's still 25 scrap. Have mind control immunity. We're going to grab the dodge. We have potentially 2 jumps here. So I definitely think this is one where a breach 2 is warranted since we got 2 repair stations. I think oh, I'm so afraid of that miss. Oh man, what a great breach. Holy crap. Just massive. Alright, so I think we'll go into piloting next. So you can't get his... Okay, I think my flak hit a drone. With the weapons down, the drones are really no threat. Okay, so that's done. Sorry, fellas. Need to get piloting back up. And the unicorn store. Okay, so I think we do that obviously. So halberd beam. I do like the halberd in phase 2. So normally in phase 2 you would hack shields, but I don't have any way to cloak. So I have to get the missiles down, so I think I'm going to have to hack missiles. The halberd beam lets me get the ship down a lot faster. So then I could probably hack shields. Oh, man, that's tough. Because this thing's gonna take a long time to get phase 2 down. I can breach everything from here to Kingdom Come, but still not gonna do anything about the drone swarm. are no more fights. I will get scrap from beating it. Now I can breach shields, which will help get it down in phase 2. Do I grab another dodge? This just feels weak against phase 2. Now I shouldn't take any damage in phase 1. Just don't know. So I think I have to ask myself again, is 5% dodge better than 5 seconds on a teleporter? And then if I buy the halberd beam, what do I run? Obviously I run the flak. That probably gets it down to 2 hacks. I have to remember to switch to it, which is a whole nother thing. Reverse ion field, I don't really need that, because I'm just gonna, the ion's gonna be the first thing to go down. If I buy the halberd beam, that leaves me with 45 scrap. So I could buy a teleporter, or maybe after the flagship I could buy a second dodge. And just phase 2 is concerning. Alright, I think we hold off on that. I don't know if I can. It's a bad hack. I think I've got to jump out of here. If I can get the missile down. Okay, I mean this might be okay. Big mess. Okay, we did get that down. So yeah, I think we definitely. Okay, this is going well despite the hack. He is going to get that up. I think I need to bring them back. So I have lost door control. Yeah, I did not really want that to happen. And now we board the other wing. Go ahead and start beating these doors in. Let's go ahead and get both of these guys just beating their way toward where we need them to go. Okay, we do need to breach again here. Yeah, this hacking hack is definitely a problem. But I think as it stands, I need to continue to hack it and maybe just breach the hacking. Oh yeah, I got him. Awesome. Okay, I think we bring the crystals back. Ideally, we would have the crystals in that room. And actually, maybe they die, which is a good thing here, I believe. Yeah, that's really good, because now we can... Oh man, the cloak. So they have left. Okay, you know what I think we do? I think we jump in here and we go ahead and just lock him down. We kill him. This is where the crystal power is just so good. I think we try to save all the missiles we can. We don't use any until we absolutely have to. The rocket commander really haven't even gotten weapons training because I haven't had to shoot that much. Alright, so that's pretty good. We got 20 scrap, so that's exactly enough for this, but not enough for that. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just grab second teleporter. Just getting the guys on a little bit quicker is gonna help. The drone swarm is gonna be rough. I mean, I think there's no way to get around that. But having mind control and a teleporter is going to make phase 3 a lot more manageable. Now we're going to take some damage. I mean, I'm fully prepared to probably be in yellow. And if things go south, could be red. I think the dodge is what's concerning. that said, when powered with a backup battery, we do have 40% dodge. It's not terrible. And plenty of bombs. So like I can just bomb away from here on out. I need to make sure that I can do anything I can to make this ship less deadly. So I think I am going to hack missiles. I can't just have missiles flinging at me. If I had cloaking, I would definitely be hacking shields and just trying to burn it down. And of course I forgot to swap to the halberd beam, which I know I said it earlier. Unbelievable. But do we even do we do this? Do we hack shields? Because that seems am I overthinking this way too much? This should get it down faster. And then a breach to the missiles. And then I just have my guys burn down shields. I just really want to get this down quickly. So I think what I do is I actually go into drones first. That way we can get that guy down. Hopefully we can get these 2 drones down as well. I think we just get this second team into shields and we breach the missiles. Hopefully we hit. Yes. Okay, so missiles are offline for the rest of the fight. Really surviving this drone swarm is the key. That's so bad. Alright, what do we need to fix? We gotta get shields up. Yeah, we really need to get some shield up. Weapons are on fire. Guys are just standing around doing nothing. Okay, well. I knew that was going to be tough. Let's go ahead and get oxygen back online. Yeah, I knew that was going to be tough. But I do think swapping to the halberd beam was the right play. then I think we start the fight off with flak and halberd. I guess we can refresh everyone. I don't think it really matters because I do have the mind control counter, but I'd just rather it be fresh. And then 23 scrap. We're not going to get boarded, so we really don't need piloting, but there's nothing else we can get. So I guess we'll just get piloting. Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly drone swarm. I've definitely seen worse, but so obviously the problem with not having cloaking is going to be that I'm going to have to eat missiles and a drone swarm. Probably 2 missile volleys, so I've got to be ready on repairs, especially if it's shields or engines or piloting. First thing we'll do is we'll just get rid of the mind control. Okay, just 2 damage, not too bad. Big hit from that. Can we get a big flak? Yep, so he did get the second volley off. Okay, so we have to get down here to repair. And I think we gotta take missiles offline. Okay, it's not too bad. We're still okay. Okay, the missiles are going to go off again. Oh, I got him down. Okay, so yeah, always a little bit tricky when you're you don't have cloaking. It's not gonna always be super clean. But all things considered. Now, is this where he gets his shield back up? Yes, it is. So I didn't get the shield down. Crystal A. Wow. That's a low scrap run. Holy crap. That actually didn't even... I must have lost there. That didn't even break the top 4 with the loss in there. Wow, 1,412 scrap. And you got to consider that's swapping to a clone bay. That's picking up a halberd beam at the end. But I do think that sector 4 was really bad. Maybe it was 3. But that's such low scrap. It just goes to show you how strong crystal boarding is. I mean, I didn't have an issue with really any ships. Even the flagship, even though it did damage me a few times, like I knew it was going to happen. But it also shows you that there is power in mind control cloaking. I'm sorry, mind control hacking and teleporter, which is I've started to do that more and more often because you just I don't know, it just feels good. It feels easy to take down ships. You're not having to rely on dodge. You're not getting screwed by a 90% cloak and you take a 3 damage missile to shields, like, and especially with the crystal borders. I mean, it kind of is a no-brainer. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.